Goa hosts wonderful world-class events, and one of these annual events we have here is Swaramangesh, conceptualized by Swastik, and we have awesome artists every year. But this year we have one of the most exceptional young Indian classical dance artists, and I am here with her, Saberi Misra, from the Jaipur Gharana. And after attending one of the events here at Swaramangesh, it was a masterclass by this exceptional Kathak artist.
Thank you so much.
I'm just wowed by your performance, brilliant. And I read on your Instagram profile that you love to take the art that you love to different places.
Yes.
Here you are in Goa, and
Yes.
how have you, enjoyed this? Your first reaction?
Yeah, it was my first time performing in Goa, so it was a fantastic experience. And in a festival like Swaramangesh Festival, which is such a big festival, people come in such big numbers, and they're seriously fond people of Indian classical music and dance. I think I was just saying before this to somebody else, they're a very involved audience. They're not an idle audience. They're not just watching. They're taking part in the performance. Audience matters a lot. So I really had a fantastic time in Goa, and couldn't have asked for a better first performance here. So yeah.
Goa is known for its obviously spiritual essence from times immemorial, but Goa has also been then dubbed as a party capital. Lots of Western influences overall. So coming here, did you have in your mind what kind of audience will you be getting here? Anything
No,
like
not at all. I never go anywhere with that question in my mind that what will the audience be like. I always go with that, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but I always go with this thought in my head that even if they don't like Indian classical music and dance, or they've never been introduced to it, I want to be the first person who makes them interested in it. And so that is my goal always. I never think of what I should do for the audience. I try to involve the audience in what I'm doing. So yeah.
Coming to your Jaipur Gharana, it was such a kind of great education for all of us. Obviously, we know about the various Gharanas and Indian classical music, but the legacy that you brought and the education that you have had, kind of a all-round education you
Yes.
introduced, how your father wanted you to, learn everything so that you can overcome any situation. Give us a bit of insight into this
Yeah,
learning,
sure.
and at what age did it start, your
Sure.
education?
Well, I started dancing when I was 2.5 years old. I used to wear ghungroos in the house and kind of just walk around. This is in Kolkata. I was born in Kolkata. When I was 5.5, my father, he moved to London to teach at the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan there as a tabla guru. 3 months later, my mother and I, we moved. And my mother then joined as the Hindustani vocal teacher there. So Dadi was my dance guru, my father was my tabla and tal guru, and my mother was my vocal guru. So I had that kind of environment, and what's been the main thing is my father has always told me wherever you go, however, whatever kind of language you're speaking, to be very honest, English is my most comfortable language, and then Bengali. But he always says that's fine, that's just a language. But this art is from India, and you have to be very rooted to your culture and where you're from. So that's what I try to bring wherever I go, and that's what I've taken from my father. That also, sometimes I want to say this, that especially female dancers, they are always seen as always elegant and graceful. Yes, that's true, and we're seen as beautiful, but sometimes you need to show people that there's more to us than beauty, and there's strength, and we have the capability to change your viewpoint about this art form. And I think today that's what I try to do. I try to show people that one woman can do three things, and so yeah, that's always been what I've learned from my father.
Your exceptional energy, it was just amazing, like tabla bowl that you gave, the vocal performance, and of course everything about
I
Kathak.
would like to thank my parents, because I would have just been a Kathak dancer. But I feel that I am going towards not just being a Kathak dancer. I want to be an artist. I don't want to be just a Kathak dancer. I want to be an artist. When they think of me, I want them to think, she does a lot of things. She's not just a Kathak dancer. Through her dance, she talks about other issues too. I want to bring issues to the forefront when it comes to through dance. I want to tell people that we female dancers are not just to look beautiful on stage. We can really take the stage and make it our own if we want to. And clothes, dressing up, hair, messy or not, doesn't matter. Focus on the art, not on how we are looking on stage. And that has been a problem in the dance field. I think we concentrate too much on what we're wearing. So this is not a traditional Kathak outfit.
Yep.
It's an Indian outfit, so I stick to that. I don't tie my hair because Mahadev also never used to tie his hair. उनके तो जटा था ना उनका,
Yeah.
which used to flow. So he is the god of dance. There is no such thing as आप ऐसे ही करोगे, ऐसे ही दिखोगे तो ही आप dancer हो. Only thing that matters is the material. What are you dancing? After that, how you look, How beautiful you are, how you are not, none of that matters. So it doesn't matter for a man. I don't think it should matter for a woman either. So art speaks.
Absolutely electrifying your performance as well as I'm having this conversation with you. Coming to your time now, you're based in London. You have students, your father's students there. So what are your?
So I grew up in London all my life. I moved to India just about 4 years ago because I got married to a fantastic sarod player, Abhishek Borkar. So he is born and brought up in Pune. So I'm now mostly in Pune, but also in London. So half and half. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Your next events and how do you go forward? Like what are your targets for the next year coming
Okay,
year?
so first events, I'm performing in Kolkata on the 20th of December this month, and I'm very excited for that. If you're asking about goals, that's a very long answer.
The new year is coming, so
But
you set a target. So.
Goal is today a gentleman just came. He's much older than me. I'm so glad he gave me the blessings. But he said to me, honestly, I am more of a vocal lover, and I never really got interested in watching Kathak. But today, seeing your performance, it drew me into Kathak, and I couldn't take my eyes off you. And that is my goal, is to show people that Kathak is just as interesting and as important. And it is not. There are lots of people who feel that vocal music, instrumental music, is higher than dance. It is not. They're all the same. Dance is basically how आप तबला लहरा सुनते हैं, तबला solo सुनते हैं. It is exactly the same. It is just a visual treat as well. We dance for you. That is the only difference. Material is very close to what tabla players do on stage. So I want to take dance, I want to take Kathak to as many people as possible in this form, in the form that I did it. It is a complete art form. It is not just movement. It is movement, it is rhythm, and it is melody as well. So that's my goal.
Exceptional. And finally, going forward, we saw all your honesty. Even you mentioned that if one artist can go wrong, it's fine, and how you came up with the right thing ultimately. So now, as an artist, as a hardworking human artist, there is a threat of AI which seems like which seems like it will deliver everything seamlessly and everything perfect. But we know the real artists are salutable. What message would you like to give the aspiring artists?
That's a really great question. So AI can get a lot of things right. AI can make things look very airbrushed and great. That's why it doesn't work for this music. Indian classical music and dance is spontaneous. A lot of things happen on stage. AI can never do that. What we give you, for example, Charu Datta ji who was on tabla with me gave you, what Sangeet Misra ji who was on sarangi with me gave you today, was spontaneity on stage. That no AI can create.
Sure.
That's why mistakes are important. People need to understand that what we're doing is happening. A lot of the things are happening on stage. A lot of the things are, of course, preconceived, yes. But most of the things today that happened on stage, we had not discussed. We met for the first time on stage and performed fully on stage. I met Charu Datta ji yesterday just for 10 minutes to discuss some of the compositions. But that's it. Sangeet Misra ji, I had performed with him when I was a little kid. Today on stage, straight away I met him, right? So these things AI cannot create. Spontaneity and creativity on the spot, AI can never do.
Yes.
Maybe other things AI will, but this rawness you will not get anywhere else.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so
Saberi
much.
ji, for talking
Thank
to
you.
us.